Okay, so this is my second attempt to record this, and that's because the first time I tried to record this, I finished with like 3 minutes in total. So, how I began my first one was I gave what I believe my first cold approach would be, and I believe that this will be. I don't think we've met yet. What's your name? And then I reach out my hand, we shake hands or whatever. Um, yeah, so I saw Daniel today. And I think every time I see Daniel, now anyways, it's like I get super motivated about game. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna become so good at this. But then, the second I step into school, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? So I don't know what to do. But when I did meet him today, he did suggest to do this movie thing or this recording thing, and it's talking into camera to make yourself feel more comfortable because I'm definitely very scared to make my first cold approach. And if this if this gives me more confidence somehow, I'm definitely going to try and do it. I started off today watching the movie Bird Box. Um, I thought the movie was pretty good. It had a very good plot. It was well executed, but the ending was a little. It felt incomplete. I felt a little unfulfilled. So, after that, I went on a photo shoot with Jeffrey, and um, I never really done anything like this before. Like I've never deliberately gone out to take pictures of myself. So the days leading up to it, or I guess I made the plan yesterday. So yesterday and a little bit of today, I spent a good amount of time looking into the mirror and trying to, look spontaneous and look cool. Which I don't know. I really don't know how it turned out. Hopefully, it turned out okay. I'm probably gonna look and try and shoot with him again later, maybe during spring break. But I'm going to China, so I don't know how that'll work out. And by the way, I've got my night contacts in, so I constantly have to readjust my eyelids and my retainers in, so I'm speaking a little bit weird. Okay, so yeah, me and Jeffrey went to the Z, which was in Detroit, and it was basically just like a little alley. It was darker than I expected, for sure, and it was a lot more awkward because when you're looking into the mirror, you're allowed to control the lighting, I guess, a little bit because I have multiple settings, and um, you're able to look in the mirror, you're able to look at yourself, you're able to see how you look. But when you're actually doing the shoot, you have no idea how you look, and you have no idea, you know, you don't know if you look stupid. And I was thinking the whole time, what if I look dumb? Like, my hand's right here. Is this weird? I'm slouching a little bit. Should I stop slouching? So there were constantly like little doubts in my mind about it throughout the whole thing. But I guess there always has to be a first time. And that was my first time getting a photo shoot. So it was interesting. After that, I met up with Daniel and we went to Chipotle. We ended up seeing Sid there somehow, some way. I have no idea because one, he hates me. That's the first one. Two, I never go to Chipotle. I never go to Chipotle. It's been months. Like the last time I saw Daniel, which was months ago. Um, so yeah, like the second we walk in, I don't know if he sees me. He probably didn't see me because he didn't want to make eye contact with me. But um, yeah, so I think there's four people other than the employees in the entire building, and one of them's like at the cashier, and then me and Daniel are talking whatever, and then I suddenly see Sid at the line, and I had no idea he was there. It was super awkward. I grabbed Daniel. I'm like, hey, Sid hates me. Don't talk to him. So yeah, me and Daniel ate Chipotle. We talked a little bit about game again. It's honestly really fun to listen to Daniel talk about game. It's probably one of the only times where I'm really okay and I'm really engaged when other people talk about themselves. Usually it's, I guess, like, I don't want to say this, but it's for my own gain. when I listen to other people, whether I'm trying to better myself or better my conversation skills or whatever. But when I listen to Daniel, it's out of genuine curiosity. So I ended up seeing UV at Chipotle as well. He checked out my haircut, and I still don't know how I feel about the line. I kind of don't like it, to be honest. So anyways, I saw UV, and then me and Daniel ended up going back to his house. We chilled in the driveway for a while. We talked about game, talked about how these normal dudes, like I feel like I'm so ugly right now, but then there's these normal dudes that I would never just suspect just being amazing at game, and it's so freaking inspiring. Like it gives me hope to see these average guys fucking do amazing shit. So then after went to his house because we both had to pee. I said hi to Amy, and then what else did we do? I can't really remember. My short-term memory is getting a little worse. We went up to his room, and he introduced me to the topic of doing this video thing. And I thought it was pretty cool because he introduced it to the RFD group a couple months ago, actually. But I did it for like a couple days, and then I stopped. Hopefully, this will still be a thing for a while. I don't know, I'm not very good at sticking to things. So yeah, then Daniel started acting a little bit weird, a little bit touchy. He introduced me to Tantan, which is I don't know, it's an Asian dating app or something. I downloaded it. But yeah, that's about it. He started playing League, or I guess he started a game, which I thought was pretty interesting. I saw James was playing with him, so I stuck around for a couple minutes, and Daniel gave me this really nice leather jacket. It's from like Wilson's Leather or something in Great Lakes, and I really want to go there. I really want to see how cheap you can get these really high quality jackets. I know, I mean, now that I think about it, actually, I have a ton of jackets, but I feel like my fashion still sucks, so I don't know. I guess there's just one last thing, which is I have this book sitting behind the computer right here, and it's Tenor of the Night, and it is for a project in English. It's the final project of this semester, and it's to read this book and do like a literary criticism, literary analysis, something like that. But we were supposed, like, today is the last day of break. Tomorrow is the first day we get back. I've read a third of the book, and it's 10:26 p.m. I don't know what we're gonna do. There's also a worksheet due tomorrow. I'm supposed to have it read by tomorrow, man. But I don't want to say goodbye. What else can I talk about? Second hours Mosheri. Computer science, nothing cool to talk about there. In third hour in Foster, which is AP seminar, I'm a senior, but it's supposed to be a sophomore class, as Caitlin tells me. So there was this assignment that was due on like the 31st or something, and I didn't forget to turn it in. I turned it in, but for some reason the submission didn't go through. Maybe I didn't wait long enough on the page or something. It didn't work. Miss Foster messaged me on Schoology. She was like, "You gotta turn it in." I was like, "Oh my gosh, I thought I turned it in. I'm sorry." So then I turned it in again. It still doesn't go through. And then 2 days after the deadline, Miss Foster she goes and she messages me again. She's like, "You really got to turn it in right now," screaming in caps or whatever. And then I turn it in, and then it works. It works, but I accidentally turned in Anisha's because he shared it with me the other day, and I was just like, oh, okay, the assignment title, might as well just submit this one. So I had to Schoology message her back and forth, back and forth. She hasn't messaged me back, so hopefully she just forgets about the situation. But I guess we'll have to see tomorrow. Hopefully she doesn't bring it up. If she doesn't bring it up, I'm not going to bring it up. And everything's going to be okay. Fourth hour. I don't know if I'm looking forward to fourth hour because well, Mrs. Wahlberg's there and it's good to talk to her always. And then Kate's there. And she's always fun to talk to. But yeah, Jen is there, which is kind of awkward. I don't know. I guess it's a good opportunity to talk to her and to talk to some of the guys. I don't know. Maybe I should just bring a deck of cards or something. Do some tricks. Maybe I should get back into it. Oh, game, man. I just wish I could do that first cold approach. I wish so badly that I can do it. It's so weird because, one, I want to do it, and two, it would make me feel so much better. So it's like, why not do it? But I don't know. It's so scary. And there's so many excuses that can be made. There definitely were many opportunities that I've had already that I did not capitalize on because I was too scared to. So I don't know. Maybe I have to grow some balls. Maybe I have to listen or I guess follow the 3 second rule or whatever religiously from now on. I just gotta stop making excuses. Gotta make sure if someone tells me, go talk to that girl, I have to do it. It's not an option. I don't know, man. I was talking to Daniel about going up to AA so he can take me out to do these cold approaches. And then I joked with him that, like, 50% of the reason that I want to go to Michigan, even, is just to join the RSD inner circle. And honestly, it was only joking because the reason's like, it's 80% of why I want to go to Michigan. Like 20%, I really want to go to Ross. Decisions come out in under 4 weeks. And then there's the inner circle. Damn, dude. I want that shit to happen. I mean, I guess that's it for now. Hopefully, I see you tomorrow.